Now, schizophrenia is what we call the graveyard of neuropathology. Yeah. Schizophrenia is, you cannot reason with these people. More dangerous than a schizophrenic is the child soldier that's high on Janau's cocktail, which is adrenaline, testosterone, cannabis, and amphetamines. A schizophrenic you can't reason with. A child soldier high on this cocktail you cannot reason with. If someone's in a psychotic mood, you cannot reason with these people. Yeah. So there's no logic, there's no reasoning. I mean, you can speak to the psychiatrists about this. I'm out of my field here, but these are dangerous people. You know, it's madness for, so that these people are difficult to emotionally hook. But if you're really good, you can. But then you've got to be like a master of your trade. So it's about weathering the storm. Yeah. It's about weathering the storm because you get storms, like emotional storms, and your goal in the storm is to keep everyone safe. Yourself, firstly, and the other person, and other people. So it's about weathering the storm. That's the philosophy I use. Yeah. You've got to be a lighthouse that's shining bright, that's being battered by a million waves, and you've got to be a guiding light to this person in the storm. That is the metaphor that I give people. Good luck. Look, the emotional hooking, I learned that stuff from sleight of hand magic because it's my hobby. But if you can fool someone, if you can get them to look here while the subterfuge takes place there, that's a good magician. And get their mind off their very narrow worldview. So it is tough stuff. Think about your own cases that you had. Think about the successful ones. The unsuccessful ones you won't know about, I'll know about them because they come to me. Acute problems you treat acutely. Chronic problems you treat chronically. Yeah. You can have acute and chronic problems. So this sounds like an acute and chronic problem. Remember, this person also just didn't end up schizophrenic. They also contact theory. I'm sure they came into contact with some drugs in their past, etc. So the balance of their mind may be out. And that's going to take years to get back to normal. So this is a chronic solution that's beyond us. You just want to solve that storm. Weather the storm. That is all you are here to do, to keep us safe in the storm and without being injured yourself. Yeah. So that's what it's about. Yeah. Just think in terms of battlefronts. Find out which battlefront is causing their trouble and attack that battlefront with the same intensity and creativity as you would attack every other battlefront. So that is the key to battlefront management. In the storm, you have to have like kapstokke in Afrikaans. You've got to have your beacons just to revert back to. When you can't think, it's called patter, pre-planned patter, because sometimes you'll be emotionally hooked by them. Maybe their energy is so strong. So just to show you how powerful energy hooking is, if there's a casualty situation, ER, and the doctor walks in and the doctor's stressed and nervous and unsure, that whole casualty is chaos. Whereas if that doctor's confident, exudes a presence, walks in there, everything becomes calm. So you have to kind of get into their world, get into their zone, pace and lead them, and take them back to safer grounds. Even I, as I said, read my own epilogue. It's brilliant. I need to write a practical guide because even I am battling the day-to-day applications of some of this theory. It's tough. I mean, I call it ASSOL, AASOL. The art and science of living. So, and then another thing, can I just mention interpersonal violence here before we start? Because you're going to see a lot of this stuff. Came up with the law. I call it Blumenthal's 3B law. Most interpersonal violence, and notice I call it interpersonal violence or partner-related violence. I don't call it gender-based violence. I mean, it's partner-based violence. Happens in the 3 Bs. The bedroom, the bathroom, or the bakkie. Get them out of the bedroom, the bathroom, and the bakkie, you'll be fine, eh? This is where all the murders happen with interpersonal violence. I think it's because of a space issue or something. Yeah. Look, you've got to put one foot in front of the next. No one knows what the future holds. You've got to always give hope, even if you have to lie through your teeth. You've always got to give hope. And, no one knows what the future holds. But, every single person you meet, you've got to give hope. And purpose, and you've got to be that lighthouse. Just be the lighthouse. You've got to reverse engineer them. You've got to bring them back into reality. There's a whole lot of techniques out there. There's the elastic band snapping. back to reality technique. Look, it's happened. There's nothing they can do about it. You have to just accept it. And then the next thing is establish situations where there's good, strong, positive context going forward. It's like if you take this dog that's totally beaten and mongrel and like neglected, like if you watch The Dog Whisperer with Cesar Millan, you take this dog, you put it back in the pound with other dogs that can re-socialize it. That's the best way to do it, eh? Literally, and then before you know it, the dog's like a happy waggy-tailed dog. Literally take them back into society, get them to build bridges, get them out of their own head. As I said, this living in the echo chamber, in the vault of your own mind is deadly. And nature does not care about your private logic. That's my big statement, eh? So, yeah, nature doesn't care. So build bridges to other people, get them out of their own head, create an occupational therapy plan, get professionals involved, and just get them out of the vaults of their own mind. That's all you can do. And that's that. Thank you.